Thanks for calling Goblin Mart. How can I help you?
Hi, I bought one of your goblins recently, and I was wondering if you had a return policy.
Of course we do, sir, but please let me find out more about the issue you're having. We have lots of different goblins. Did we send you the wrong kind?
No, I'm pretty sure you sent the right one. I just thought I was getting something different, I guess.
Oh, I'm sorry about that, sir. Did we make a mistake on the website?
No, your website was pretty accurate. It's doing exactly what you said it was going to do. I just kind of thought it meant something else, I guess. Kind of embarrassing, but it's my mistake.
Well, it's no problem, sir. Did you want me to go ahead and look up your information so we can start the return process? Sir? Sir? Excuse me, sir.
You know what? Never mind. Welcome to Shadow Alley. On this channel, we talk about horror movies and silicone masks and other creepy things, so if you're into that sort of stuff, feel free to subscribe and stick around.
Nope, not gonna do. Nope.
So I think it was last year, a nice guy named Eli got a hold of me and said that he had a couple of masks for sale and the price was outrageous and I couldn't pass it up, so I jumped on it and he did it again. I really wasn't in the market for a goblin mask at the moment, but he got a hold of me and said, hey Adam, I know you're a complete sucker. He didn't actually say that, but he said, I have a goblin mask plus a head form for $333. Normally this mask is $600 and a head form is $60, so shipping and handling and tax, it would probably cost over $700 to get this here, and he sold it to me for less than half. So $333 for a goblin mask from Immortal Masks, a head form from Immortal Masks, and shipping. So I really couldn't pass it up, and I need a goblin in my collection, right?
That's right.
I mean, you need that. You can't not have that, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
So I jumped on it, and thank you again, Eli. It's in great shape, and I am happy to have it in my collection. It's a classic mask from Immortal. I believe it is earlier in their works. I just remember seeing goblin masks out there for years now. Lots of companies have their own versions of goblins, and they're always pretty cool, and Immortals is obviously one of the cool ones.
That means a lot coming from you.
They make some really badass stuff. And the paint job on it is a little bit simpler than some of their other masks, but I don't mean that in a bad way. It doesn't need to have lots of crazy things because the sculpt itself is so interesting that they just made it pretty much look like standard flesh, and it is very convincing flesh. And it is really thick silicone in the ears and the nose and the chin, which really gives it lots of movement and wiggle. Don't do that.
What's wrong with you?
It is really cool, and it's something that needed to be in my collection, and at this price, I couldn't pass it up, so I jumped on it. But let's go put this thing on and see how it moves in regular lighting and more movie-appropriate lighting. Okay, so if you know the company Immortal Masks, you know that pretty much anything you get from there is going to look pretty darn good, and this one is no exception. The sculpt itself is really, really interesting. It fits really well. It actually has a little bit tighter neck than some of their masks, so you really have to stretch it to get it over your head, but once it's on, it fits beautifully. It's very comfortable. It really isn't that heavy considering all the silicone that's in the nose and the chin and the ears. It feels pretty good, pretty comfortable, very good visibility, very good breathing. It has really big, good nose holes, good ear holes in it. I mean, come on, it looks amazing. For $333, I completely turned myself into a goblin, and it is pretty much camera ready in my opinion, but let's put some more realistic movie lighting on it and see how it looks. So obviously, if you had a little bit of paint on the eyes or you light this correctly, then the gap between your eyes and the mask kind of disappears and you actually can become a goblin. And I think it looks amazing. I'm never disappointed with an Immortal Masks mask at all, and this one obviously is no exception. I like it, and I'm excited to think of some things to do with it. And if you can think of anything cool, please put it in the comments below and let me know. So, Goblin from Immortal Masks, a very welcome addition to my creepy collection. The price was right, I couldn't pass it up. It's a mask that I always had kind of interest in anyway, so at this price I had to jump on it, and I'm completely glad that I did. So if you like this kind of stuff, do all those things you're supposed to do to help the channel grow, like and comment, subscribe, and share with your friends, and I'll see you in the next one. You know what, never mind.